Hey guys, in honor of the day that it is, I decided to make a coming out video. So here's my story. Up until 8th grade, I basically thought that I was only attracted to girls. And in that summer, everything changed. I started to see guys differently and to have a different feeling than just friendship, basically, for them. And at first, this wasn't something I was comfortable with, because growing up I wasn't really exposed to it, and in my family no one has been, as far as I know. And it's somewhat religious, so that was also an issue. I tried to work through it, hoping that it was a phase, but it wasn't. And when I realized that it wasn't just a phase, something that was going to go away, I decided to see what it was. Like, if it was that I was completely gay and only liked men, that I liked women and this was just a one-time thing that just happened and it's just taking a little while to go away, or if I liked both. Freshman year for me was dealing with this and sorting things out, feelings, attractions, and all that. And over the summer, between freshman and sophomore year, I got everything sorted out and it was clear as day to me. I was bi. I am bi. And then the next step was coming out, and that wasn't the most fun thing in the world to do. Not even the easiest thing in the world. It never is. You always think of what the reactions are going to be. You're going to get the name calling. Are people going to hate you? Are they going to look at you weird? Are they going to get bullied? But it's not like that for everyone. The first two people I came out to were my cousin Ashley and her sister Kristen. I came out to them and they took it amazingly well. I did fear that they were gonna not take it well, but I had known them my whole life and I told them I could tell them anything. And I thought this was just one more thing that I could tell them. And their reaction was basically, so what? Which only made me feel happier when I had told them. The first guy I told was my cousin Joseph. His reaction was the same thing. So what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't change you at all. Now, knowing that my family members had taken this so well, I thought it's time I go to my friends. Granted, I had not told every family member that. The adults were the last ones to know. But I went on to tell my friends, and their reactions were all the same. It doesn't matter. Whatever. So what? And I did get jokes at first, and I couldn't help but laugh with them at times. Very few times. But there were times where I laughed just to keep from getting angry and wanting to hit something or someone. So I took it, but eventually I got fed up and I just told them to stop that. They saw that it did anger me and I didn't like it, so they kind of stopped. There were some times where a joke is inevitable because of something you say. It's just like the she said jokes. You can't help those at times, but I'm glad that they don't happen as often and they're not really about me. It's more of something that I said. So that's a plus. When it came time to tell the adults. I worked my way from aunts and uncles to my parents, or that was the goal. I told my aunt, and her reaction was just like everyone else's, that it didn't matter to her or anything. My other aunt found out because of Facebook, because I did post it in my info, that I was attracted to both men and women. And over the summer, I was going to work out a way to tell my parents when I got home, because I wasn't with them. But they found out, and let's just say that the call addressing the matter was not the best. It was hard for them to accept it at first, and it was hard for me to hear what they had to say at times too. But to see that they actually try reassures me that there is hope that it will be different in the future. My mom asks me questions and tries to get to understand and see what it is that's going on in my life, so I will answer to a certain degree, but I see that she's trying. My dad is more of the silent dealers, so I don't get questions from him and we don't really talk about it, but he is trying, and I can tell that. So it does reassure me. I wish he would show it a little more, but he's trying at least. This isn't exactly how it would go for everyone, especially not when you're coming out as bi, because some people think that bi means that you're just in a period of transition, that you're admitting that you like the same sex, but you don't want to say that it's fully just attraction to the same sex. So they think that you're going to eventually come out as gay. Now for some, it is true, but for others, like myself, it is that we are completely bi, that we do have an attraction to both men and women. Some have a preference, again, like me, I have a preference for guys. But that doesn't mean that I don't like women. Some people still keep asking me, like, so are you gay yet? Are you fully gay or whatever? And my answer is just the one I gave. I'm bi. I have a preference, but I still have the attraction to the opposite sex. Now, coming out isn't the easiest thing. It never is. Like I said before, you wonder what the reactions are going to be. Like, are you going to lose friends? Are you going to lose family members because of who you are? But the truth is, I don't see family as being related by blood. I see family as those that accept you for who you are, faults and all, and who love you unconditionally for it. Now, I'm blessed because I do have that. But there are others who are unfortunate and don't have that. They get disowned by their family, or their friends stop talking to them because they're different. And it's hard to deal with, and it hurts. But that's no reason for you to hide who you are, lie about it, or even go to the extreme and take your own life, because what you're doing isn't freeing yourself from anything, it's putting others through more pain. And it may be rough at times, but trust and believe that it will get better, because it will. Give it time, and you may have to roll with a few punches, but it will get better, and it will reach a point where you are surrounded by just people who love you, who accept and embrace who you are completely. And you will be happy. And you will find someone who loves you, who you love back 100%, who you give your life for, because they are, in essence, your other half. So don't ever believe that it's not going to happen. It will. And just hold out for it.